So yeah, so we'll go ahead and jump into the game. So welcome back into the game. We're going to take a look at... Now, I gotta say, first of all, I need to get my sentries on a different hotkey, because it's like, oh my gosh. All I needed to do was hold them in their pen, take out this base, walk back, no big deal, and it just flopped. So yeah, so another Zerg player who did a really fast third. So I wonder, with this map, I mean, I could go for a really early third. I don't know why these overlords look like this. I wonder if that means he's got like a special edition of the game. That's probably it. So, so yes, let's get to the push. Okay, so he's got a lot of lings. He had more lings than I thought he would have. So that obviously didn't help me any at all. So he comes back, no big deal. I force field this ramp and then like have half my units die. So now I want to back it up just a little. I really want to see how fast these sentries go. Now I have 7, which is still not enough. I'm pretty sure I need like 8 or 9 in order for this to be effective. Plus, I lost 2 force fields with 2 or 3 of these. I can't remember. So, bam. Okay. So, he doesn't have much down here. Nothing really to defend. I really should be building an observer. I think that would be really helpful, because taking out this creep would be super beneficial. So I force field his ramp and then choose to walk against the cliffs, which is never good. Because then he just walks over here and is like, I'm going to attack you. Now, I need to slow this down. Back up just a hair. And I need to see. Now, as of right now, I've got 1, 2, 3, I think, yeah, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 12 force fields. It takes, what, 3 or 4? Okay, 1, 2, there's 3. Now, as far as an engagement goes, this isn't terrible. It's these lings that are my big problem, because once they come out, it's a pain to deal with. I should have, rather than warped in stalkers here, I should have warped in around the zealots, because zealots, obviously, versus lings are a heck of a lot more effective. So yeah, so lose 2 immortals there. So at this point, I'm just, like, I'm still not quite effective with my army manager, as I mentioned in the last game. So I definitely still need to work on that. I did a little bit better. I got pylon blocked early on, so that definitely didn't help. And then I don't remember if did I scout the... I did scout the infestation pit. I thought I did. So at that point, I kind of realized he was going to go swarm host. And I guess personally, I haven't figured out the mechanic of swarm hosts and how to effectively deal with them. So I sent this guy over here to try and do kind of a small harass, but he did a pretty decent job separating. But by having that separation, I mean, by having those units back here, it forced him to lose this engagement down here, which ultimately, I mean, it didn't cost me anything because I just let this thing sit here. And he was just waiting for me to work in units. And yeah, I mean, for me, it wasn't that big of a deal. And at that point, he's just now building swarm host. And this is where I choose to take him back and go. Now, the choice to go Dark Templar here probably wasn't the best. Because had I gone, you know, him going Infestation Pit pretty much means that the likelihood of him going Spire anytime soon is probably small. Which means, honestly, that makes Colossus a heck of a lot more viable. So this should have definitely been my Robo-Bay. And that probably would have made things go a lot better. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching kind of my recap of the last game. Feel free to subscribe or like this video, and I'll hope to see you in the next game.